of the things that we used to do as children is to go to the market to count cars. So every evening after school, we'll rush to the roadside and say, that one is mine, that one is mine, and we count that. And we believed in ourselves then that actually those cars were mine, were ours. We didn't know the owners, we didn't know the make, so long as it was moving, because we grew up in a situation whereby we used to see only one car, the one for DO, and we used to see it only during education day. Other times, we used to go and count cars. I came to the city in 2006, and my story is a story of love from strangers. As fate would have it, I was put in the hands of a lady by the name Marion Mushira. I didn't know her, and I would say at that time when I came in, that is 2006, 2007, was the issue of the tribalism that we're seeing from our political space. So Marion was a Kikuyu. I was an orphaned Luo boy, coming to the banking sector. The people who told me there's a job told me that the job I'm coming to do at Diamond Trust Bank was administrative assistant. Now, if you go and Google administrative assistant, it's a big job. So I went to Google, I remember I was at Archives, I went to Google and Googled administrative assistant. Then I said, whoa, I'm a big man now. So as fate would have it, when I entered the banking hall at Prestige Plaza branch, Marion gave me a mop and a basket. And I say, for what? I say, you'll be helping us cleaning, cooking tea, and taking letters to head office. I said, but they said he's administrative assistant. I said, she told me Google lie. And Google lied very much. So in a suit and a tie, oversized trousers, I picked the mop, I picked the bucket, and I kept on sweeping and cleaning and making tea. Remember, I'd never made tea for anybody in my entire life. Making milk, tea leaves, water, at the same time. Not milk on the side, water on the side. And then, in a suit and tie, which, of course, you know is borrowed, which the owner also expected to go back clean after cleaning, take this to the manager without spilling it. Before I came into DTB, I've never been to any bank. I've seen KCB Kisumu branch, but from afar. Bankers used to scare me. They have some English that's spoken from the north that I didn't like. So one day, Marion looked at me and asked me, what did you study in school? I told him I went to a school where our motto was struggle to excel, and that's true. So she looked at me. She was taller. I was a bit smaller. I was 19 years old. She was taller. She used to look you in the eye and you get scared. So she looked me straight in the eye and asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? I said, I want to be a journalist. She told me, you're a joker. I said, what? But if you look at the likes of Ken Mijungu, they have money. I want to be like them. He said, this is not about money. This is about passion, and this is about love. So Marion took me as her child, nurtured me into banking through hard work and prayers, I think from my grandmother, because these other people were not praying for me. It was only her. Marion mentored me. And every day I wanted to tell Marion something, because I didn't know how he's going to take it. I was 19 years old, not married, the last born in a family of 5 and the youngest, and the only one who was a child who is almost his age mate, my daughter. So at 17 years, I tried to experience what my brother used to talk about, and this one was too successful, too fast. The lady one day, I was in a boarding school in Naivasha, the school that the motto is struggle to excel. So one day, chemistry class, this girl came in, but her stomach was unusually big. And maybe baby because the sweater. They told me you're going to be a father. I said, I don't know what that is. I said, yes. Days later, 2007, 13th of May, another child with a long nose as mine was born, and a carbon copy, I could not say no. So I told Marion, you know what, Marion? As you see me, if you're calling yourself my mother in this place, you're also a grandmother. And she looked at me, are you married? She asked me, with all these struggles you have, marriage is the only thing you thought about. I said, no. Some times back, I was trying to do something then. I think my success rate was high. And if you see the child and me, it is, we would say copy-paste, it's like PDF and Word, but one you can't edit. Marion told me that you need to go back to school and you need to study. And I'm giving you only 2 years before I retire from this bank. Then asked Marion, how old are you? She was, I think, 30 or 29. I said, why do you want to try? People retire at 60. He said, I'm only staying here because of you. Because I know if I leave you in this bank, the way you are with this mentality, your daughters and your sons is going to experience the same thing you're experiencing. So I went to school, got my undergrad degree. Now I'm no longer a cleaner. And trust me one thing, I think one of my colleagues here will tell you, I wore my name tag even when I'm going to the village. They must see that I'm now a banker. I'm the only banker in the whole village. We were 2, and 1 was murdered. So I'm the one remaining. And I had nothing to do with the murder. I was the only one who was there. So, as fate would have it, Marion, through her mentorship and motherlyhood, pushed me from a messenger to a cleaner, to a teller, to a branch officer. Then I went to treasury. Now, let me tell you something about love at workplace first, before I come to my daughter. When I went to treasury, these people, I don't know what treasury people do this. So I just see them cussing, talking on phone. So I'm coming from a branch whereby bring a check, bring money, stamp, go. So I walk in. I met this girl called Joyce. I think she's here. She's somewhere here. They are speaking big words: fluctuation, volatility, hedging. I went to school, but these ones were not taught. They're talking about big words. Helen is speaking, I'm taking position, long, short. I'm like, I'm going back to the branch. I can't deal with these people with their English that is spoken with a lot of, and they're very aggressive. They're not happy at all. They're sad 24/7. Right? Then Joyce held my hand and told me, we're going to train you. So Joyce trained me. These people trained me. I met another lady called Achna who loved me, promoted me. Then I became too big. I told them, I don't need your job anymore. I'm leaving. And I want to say that my story with success at workplace was based on love from my colleagues. But one of the things that drove me was the love for my daughter. I'm a father first before I'm a banker. The girl I gave birth to, I actually call her the most entitled but broke Kenyan in my house. The love for my daughter is that she's pushed me to make a decision because the only relative she has in this country is me. She has no grandmother, she has no grandfather, she has no siblings, and she's not intending to get any. I'm the only person she has. Making a decision in life about even taking a job right now, the first person, if anybody of you in this forum has ever interviewed me, the first thing I'll ask you, is there a possibility that I'll miss my daughter's school days? And if you say yes, give me 20 million, I will not come. Because I grew up so much without love that I became so inferior in the eyes of my peers that I don't want my daughter to go through that. I rise every day knowing that the daughter I have and the person I am here because somebody loved me at work without even knowing my name. I chose my daughter, and in any decision I make in life, it's the love I have for her that makes me make some decision. There are jobs I want to take, there are places I can't go. And this goes back to workplaces. Like all my relationships have failed. I was left 8 days to the wedding. I understand why. In fact, the girl made a very good decision. I tried dating again. They don't just like my face. I don't know. I don't know. But despite all this failing, despite me not being a good boyfriend, the one thing I chose is to be a good father. And I cannot be a good father if I don't feel love people around me, from my managers, from my seniors, from my colleagues, people who took me in as a greenhorn in banking. Imagine, I don't know if you people know where Nyalunya is. Good luck with Google. Nyalunya is a place in Nyakach. Oh, that one also you don't know. So, Nyalunya is a place in Nyakach. My mom died when I was 2 or 3 years. Dad decided I couldn't see him, so I didn't see him, but I know he was a tall man. So I'm left alone in the world. Then God brings me to Nairobi, puts me in the hand of a total stranger. And I've never felt so loved and so valued. You see, when you're an orphan, you grow up in people's houses. So you don't eat first before the children eat. You don't get the dress or the trouser or the blouse from the shop directly. You get their children's worn ones. Wamevaa watoshi, we chukua hiyo, right? You get the textbooks they've used. But now I'm coming to workplace, and Marion is putting me first above everybody else. Is that not love? And with that, Marion raised not only a son, but she raised a father. That in any forum, my daughter comes first. And if she comes first, it means the people I work with are the people who make me be this. So for the sake of love, for how you look at it in anything, if it's not love, it's not worth it. We are who we are because maybe at younger age you were denied love, but as we grow up, for people like you who loved us so much to pay this much to be here, can just say thank you.